Hello, today I want to talk about the Apollo 11 VR experience by Immersive VR Education. This has been a Kickstarter quite a while ago. This game, or better, this experience has been out on Oculus and on Steam VR for really ages. And it has just recently been added to PlayStation VR as well. The first that I heard about it on being on PlayStation VR was on the PSVR subreddit, and people there didn't really seem to like it, mostly complaining about the graphics, which I cannot understand. As a child, I really loved everything about space. I'm born a bit late for having lived through the original moon landing. I wish I had, but I'm born like at least 11 years late for that. So I guess a lot of my childhood ideas of spaceships was more what I was reading in science fiction books or what I would see on Star Trek on the telly. But I think if you watch this experience, if you play this experience, and you hear all those audio, which is recordings from the original moon landing, and you recognize it because you have heard it used in so many movies that you've seen. You have listened to the recordings as a child, and the experience itself is basically starts with you being outside of the missile right before the launch, going up with the elevator to the missile, then actually you're in the capsule with two other astronauts during the launch, which you cannot see in this video because I started recording after reaching orbit, as you can see right now. And from there it basically moves through the outside, like right now, to the inside of the capsule, where you can actually see the docking maneuver, to the outside again, where you can see how it detaches from the lander from the mission module. I think that's what it was called, not sure. Well, actually I'm sure I'm wrong, but someone will correct me. Then you can actually see from inside the lander the landing on the moon. Then you have a bit of time on the outside of the moon where you can see the astronauts hop along, and you hear those original recordings, and it's, to me, this is really fantastic. Yes, there are a few things about the graphics that could have been done better. Like the surface of the moon, it sucks. Really? I've seen a lot better looking moons. It just looks like they took a texture that's okay if you go for a huge distance, but as close in as they use it, it just doesn't look right. I'm sorry. But other than that, if you look at the detail of the spaceship, if you look at the detail within the capsule, it is just beautiful. The game left me speechless in a few moments. I was sitting below my PSVR and I was expecting to enjoy this, but I wasn't expecting how much in awe I would be in some of the moments. So I really enjoyed this, and for just like, I think I paid like $11.99 or something. So it's actually quite cheap, and yes, it's not going to entertain you for hours and hours and hours. To be fair, I think this is like the whole experience is somewhere along the lines of 45 to 60 minutes. I have now been watching this in what they call the cinematic mode. There is another mode as well where you can control a few things. I haven't tried that yet because I don't think it will be much you can do there, but some people might enjoy doing it. So I thought I should just mention that. I think one of the things is what we're seeing now, like the docking. This is the capsule docking. You see the sight in the front, and keep in mind this looks a lot more realistic and a lot more cooler and more awesome in 3D. Um, Now look at this. Look at this. Doesn't this look awesome? I love it. Uh, Now, the guys who made this, I have currently another Kickstarter running for a game or an experience called Titanic VR, which is more about the Titanic. Sounds interesting too. Not too much into the Titanic, but this space thing, I really like it. Now, I wish I could show you more. On the other hand, I feel that if I show you too much of this, then I'm taking away the first view of it in VR. I mean, you all know the story of the moon landing. I'm not going to spoil anything if I show you this video, but I think to really enjoy it, you should be under your VR glass. It doesn't matter which you use. If you use the Oculus, if you use the Samsung Gear, I think there is a version for Samsung Gear. I'm not sure. I know there is one for Steam VR, and there's this one for the PlayStation VR. Just whatever glasses you have, pick them and try this. If you're interested in the moon and if you're interested in space exploration, just give it a try. It's really interesting. And as I said, I didn't have the chance as a child to actually watch this because it has already happened in the past, and VR is now giving me the chance to experience one of the greatest moments, in my opinion, in human history. And that's actually something I hadn't thought about yet. Whenever I talk with other people about VR, I'm like, oh, great games. And when they're all, yeah, but all games, I don't know if that's the right technology. I'm like, well, but when you're old, when you're in the, when you're too old, when you're too weak to actually still move, you can still be in social experiences with your friends and stuff. But I never thought about what it means to actually experience, to learn about history. And this is something this game does. This is fantastic. I truly hope there to be more like this. And in fact, I know there will be more like this. I think a year or two ago, I backed a Kickstarter where they want to put 360 degrees 3D whatever rotating camera into orbit to actually record from orbit the look in space, on the Earth, all of the stuff. They haven't launched the stuff into orbit yet, but I really look forward to that Kickstarter. If I just could remember what the name was. Well, I can't right now. I might pick it in the links later. But yeah, I'm going to stop now so you have more of this experience for yourself to watch. Enjoy and fly safe.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.